15, Joseph and Romane, the first day of baby swimming. That morning, the sun shone high in the sky, promising a beautiful day for a special activity. Joseph and Romane were going to their first baby swimming class. In the living room, Dad was already stretching, ready to go for a run while the children were at the pool. "Joseph, are you ready?" asked Mom, holding the bags filled with swimsuits, towels, and armbands. "Yes," replied Joseph enthusiastically. "I'm going to swim like a fish." "And I'm going to make a splash," exclaimed Romane, hopping around. When they arrived at the municipal pool, the lifeguard, a jovial man named Bruno, greeted the children with a broad smile. "Hello, little fish. Today, we're going to have fun in the water." The pool was divided into two parts, a large pool for the older children and a smaller, shallow pool for the younger ones. Joseph joined his group in the large pool with Bruno, while Romane stayed with Mom in the smaller pool. "Come on, Romane, let's walk on the floating mat," said Mom, taking her hand. Romane hesitated for a moment when she saw the mat move slightly with the waves of the other children, but Mom reassured her. "I'm here, darling. Let's go together." Carefully, Romane placed one foot, then the other, on the mat and began to walk, balancing her arms. "I'm a tightrope walker," she shouted proudly. Meanwhile, in the large pool, Bruno was showing Joseph and the other children how to blow bubbles underwater. "You put your mouth in the water, breathe in through your nose, and you make bubbles." Bruno demonstrated, blowing noisily. Joseph tried to imitate her, but he swallowed a little water and coughed. "It's okay, little fish," encouraged Bruno. "Try again." Joseph tried again, this time closing his mouth tightly. Little bubbles appeared on the surface, and he burst out laughing. In the small pool, Romane had ventured to the water slide. Mom helped her climb a few steps, and Romane jumped in with a squeal of joy. "Woohoo!" The water splashed all around, and she stood up with a big smile. Again! Again! Far away, Joseph and the other children were playing with foam noodles, learning to keep their balance while floating. "Look, I'm a shark," said Joseph, holding the noodle in his arms like a dorsal fin. Bruno smiled and challenged them. "Who can push a ball across the pool without letting it sink?" Joseph concentrated, paddling with his little hands, determined to reach the other side. "Come on, Joseph!" Bruno encouraged him. Romane, meanwhile, was now lying on her back, with Mom holding her under her arms. "Look, I'm floating like a starfish!" Romane exclaimed, delighted. Meanwhile, Dad finished his jog around the park adjacent to the pool. Passing by the large bay windows, he saw his two little swimmers in action and smiled, proud of them. After finishing his run, Dad took a few moments to stretch in the shade of the trees. He sat on a bench, listening to the birds singing and observing the sparkling reflection of the water through the pool's bay windows. He loved these quiet moments after exercise, when he could think about his children who were growing up so quickly. He finally got up and headed to the locker room to change before returning to his family. As he entered the pool hall, he saw Bruno congratulating Joseph and Romane on their performance. At the end of the session, Bruno announced, "Well done, everyone! You were such little fish." He gave each child a small participation certificate. Joseph and Romane received theirs with stars shining in their eyes. "Mom, I want to come back next week," said Joseph, clutching his certificate. "Me too. I want to go down the slide again," added Romane. Dad joined them, sweating but smiling. "So, my champions, did it go well?" "Yes. We're fish now," replied Joseph, pretending to swim on air. They left the pool hand in hand, with memories full of their heads and a great eagerness to return to dive into the water next week.